Hi, Case. Hope you're having a good vacation. I wanted to go over this with you so that you can kind of get a head start here on what we're talking about. It looks really good. There are just a few, you're right, there are a few syntax tricks to this whole comparable interface that I think I can make a little easier for you. So your note class looks fine. I did not ask for there to be an octave. You could add that field in if you wanted to. You could figure out the octave based off the note number. So I would probably not put it in the class, but make it a method that computes octave. This has to go. So this is a method. All right, this is doing a calculation. It doesn't belong in the data of the class. It belongs in a separate method called compute frequency, for example. All right, so I want to see you pull that out and put that in a separate method so it's callable from the external world. Okay, the constructors look great. Really nice job on those. Then you've got all your sets and gets and toString. So now when we go over to do the interface, none of this belongs in the class. This should all be in a third file called test.main, test.java or driver.java or something, whatever you want, quite frankly. But this is the main code. This is not comparable notes code. This is main. Okay, so redraft this as public static void main in a separate .java file. Okay, the contents look okay, but the rest does not. Okay, so you're going to get rid of this. You're going to grab this up, put it over in main. Now here you've got class, note, and maybe you want to make this note X or something so that it doesn't conflict with the original note class. Just a thought. Implements comparable. What you've forgotten here is that we talked in class about how making this specific to the note class would be a really nice idea. It simplifies things later on. It'll compile without that, but then you're forced to do what you're doing here. You're forced to make this an object. If we say we're going to do comparable with note, what we can do down here then is say this is a note, okay? And so then we don't have to do any casting. We don't have to check if it's an instance of, okay? We can just say this dot note is bigger than thingy dot get interval, okay? And if it is, return 1, else return -1, else return 0. Okay, so that you don't have this guy stranded here. So this is going to return either a 1, a -1, or a 0, and you're going to be fine. Don't know where this originally came from, but it's very original, very unique. Okay, let's see. Then compare to returns an int. It's public. It takes a note because this takes a note. Yep, and you do the same thing with quadratic. Maybe I need to turn the gain down on this guy a little bit. You do the same thing with quadratic. The more detailed third question said you're going to go in here, and in the case where there's a tie, so these come back equal on interval, then you're going to have another set of if-else statements sorting on the second quality. Okay, so that ought to do it. I think you're in a great shape. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay? Hope you're enjoying your break. See ya. Say hi to your mom.